Woo, 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 woo. How you doing? We are. We're working with Pauline Deltour. She's our visiting artist, and she's a designer from Paris, France. And we are making a design for her right now. And it's going to be something that we're not used to making here in glassblowing world. This is more like we're doing a square tray like that, like a little ashtray kind of form. So normally everything we make here is rounded, but this particular piece is unique. And Pauline comes to us with, this is our first experience working with glass blowers, so she's got a whole new array of ideas for us to try.
Where do I put the other one?
We're going to put, Pauline is a designer. And she's working, product designer. So no, we're the glass blowers, we're helping her make her own stuff, her ideas out of glass. Did that one, it's 18 each, right?
Yeah. Where's your spares? Yeah, there's only 2 left. Do you think we can use this one or?
It's up to you. I would call that an imperfection. Okay, let's use it. I'm going to get one more Ferretti. I feel like is there any? There's some on the cart, right? Yeah, here we go. Is this 18?
I think it might be one short.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
This one is maybe we need a 5 one.
We are? Okay, hey. So we're back. We're also live streaming today, so welcome to those of you who are joining us on our website, on our live stream. We're working with Pauline Deltour today, and right now we're making a square glass bowl, or ashtray, as they used to be called. Or a candy dish, a bonbon dish. Yes. Okay, so these are the walls of the dish. And there's another slab there that's going to be the bottom of the dish. So we're going to have to fuse all these together and then assemble them, kind of like slab building in ceramics. It's not what we're used to doing. This is a design that Pauline has challenged us with. Yesterday we said, oh, this isn't going to work. But after working with some of these slabs that we've made with Pauline, we've decided, well, let's give it a go. The long bars are just pieces of steel that keep those rods from rolling off that plate. So you see, well, these ones aren't a good example. This one here. But until then, they're round, so they'll roll right off that plate when we go to heat them up. So we like to put those little the steel rods on there just to keep things from rolling away. It's square rods, so. Looks pretty good. All right, so we have these slabs prepared. We're going to start fusing them together. And the team's just going over the plan. This is not standard glass blowing. Yep. 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 We're not used to making boxes in the hot shop. So this is a new one for us. Oh, for the squeeze? One cane pattern. Just one cane pattern. Because it's an offset all the way around, right? Carpentry. He'll do it too fast. I won't be able to catch it. Oh, you just... Couple drywall screws. Once that's squozen. I'll put this in, I'll follow this in there. This is where the imperfections come in. So when you come out to fuse that one, I'll just go in the garage with this one. So that's getting fused first, right? Yes. Okay. All right, so the base part is going to be fused first. And then we're going to fuse together these side walls. And we just have to make sure to squeeze everything the same amount so that the side walls don't get too short. Right, Helen? So for those of you just joining us online on our live stream, we're working with Pauline Deltour today. She's a designer from Paris, France. And we're making some vessels with her this afternoon. That is a nice color. Yeah, it could be yellow, it could be green. So we're using a color called Sargasso green. And when it's really thin, it looks, it's almost like yellow, like an amber color. But it's sort of a yellow, green, gray. What is it called? Oh yeah, Pyrex, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a straw color. It's almost like a straw color, like they used to in Pyrex. They used to make a color like this for bakeware. So are we ready? Is this happening? Except Tom is socializing with Dan. Hi, Dan. This is Pauline Deltour. She's our visiting artist. Dan DeRocha, he's in charge of our SHIP program, outreach for hot glass programs. All right, so Tom is taking that bottom slab. That's going to get fused together. It'll make a nice square, and that's going to be the base for this bowl. And then these side walls are going into the garage. They're going to warm up so we can fuse those together in a few minutes. Good. All right, so Tom and Chris are at the main bench. They're working on the center slab for the base of the bowl. And I'm here, I'm working with Helen Tegler, and we're just setting up and fusing together the side slabs. Helen, will you wheel over that, the rotator cart? I'm good with the doors. Here, just bring it over this way a little bit. Okay, set that down. Give it a little flip around. And there we go. Little rotisserie action. Got to keep that plate turning because this furnace here, this glory hole, does not heat the same all over. It's got hot spots where the burners are. So you want an even heat, you have to rotate it. And just a check-in for those of you joining us on the line, we're working with Pauline Deltour today. She's an artist and designer from Paris, France. And we're working on some vessels with her today, which are focused on using canes or small cylinders of glass to create texture and line. Oops. Are those moving at all, Helen?
They were a little
Will you
bit,
get that little
yeah.
thing?
They're pretty secure on there now, but
Okay. We'll give them another squeeze.
get a measurement. You guys have the measurement?
Yeah, that's the measurement.
Okay, let's see where we're at here.
Okay, let me just give it a flash.
Is everything matched up? Gotcha. Got it?
Yes. These yoke bearings are just a little worn in. I think they need a little bit of oil or something. All right. So we're coming to the point where we're going to be assembling this piece in the next minute or so, a couple minutes. Just making sure everything's the right size. Did you guys want to check the size on those?
Not enough heat to squish.
They're good? Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
All right, so they're all the right size. Let's move the Ferretti.
You want to try to do any of that?
Sure. Yep. All right, so we're going to apply these, I'm thinking one at a time, right, Chris? Okay. So this is definitely foreign territory for glass blowers. There is an artist who works with slabs like this named Dick Marquis. Richard Marquis is an artist who makes slabs and then he forms them over molds, kind of like this. Need the brush. Okay. Brush is missing. tossed it to you, Chris? Okay, great. Pauline's got it. Next. All right, so that looks like it worked. Kinda. And we're gonna work up these other little slabs, get them repaired and back together. Do we have the extra canes? Okay, terrific. Probably should put those on. So now we're gonna repair this a little bit while Chris and Tom are maintaining the object that they have. 19. Do we have any more Ferretti? Okay. Once we get 2 on there, it'll be right. Oops. All right. These ones will just kind of hold steady for a little bit.
Should we add one more now? And pick up both now?
Yeah. Yeah, true. I'm going to put another Ferretti in there.
One more?
19 canes each slab, correct.
I add 2 already. I added.
Do you guys have any questions? No questions? Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to just put it in the garage for a second. Just to make sure. Très cool. Huh? Indeed, yes. Yeah.
There's a lot of lines in my work.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot, maybe too much. But
It's cool.
I find it very interesting.
I think it's a nice piece. All right, Helen, what do you say? It's coming right up. We just wanted to put it in the garage for a second to warm it up. Now we'll get a flash, get it ready to transfer over to your plate. The construction site. This probably, we want to squeeze this once before we bring it to you so it transfers over easily. No. No. Oh, crap. Boy, love the spinning yolk. I've gone 23 years glass blowing without working with one just fine. But here it is to save the day, the spinning yoke. You can just open it up, Helen. All right, give it a squeeze, okay? Just leave it. There we go. Gotta get a flash. All right, I'm coming over on this one. Ready? Okay. Okay.
Are you gonna transfer and do the same thing?
Yeah, I'll slide it right over and then we'll.
Okay.
Let's if you guys can, when you're over there, keep these and squeeze them so they're
Yep,
as square
ready
as
to
you
go.
can.
Okay.
All right, Tom. All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to those of you just joining us online. We're working with Pauline Deltour. She is a designer from Paris, France. And we're working on a design for a small tray, a little bowl for Pauline here. It's actually square. This is not something we're used to doing here in the hot shop. So it's a new challenge for us. Squeeze it this way if Chris wanted us to. You want to do that? I'll give it a flasheria. Do you need the tags? Super cool. Nice. We got some right angles going on. It looks like a little fort on the frontier. You're building a little toy fort. You know what I'm talking about, Pauline? No? Like a fortress? In this country, they used to make them out of logs, you know? They didn't have the fancy bricks and mortar like they had in France. They just had logs, Lincoln logs. All right, that looks a lot better, Helen. Nicely done. Are we ready for the third slab yet? All right.
Actually, by the time you flash over there, you can probably bring it over and I'll slide it on
All right, terrific.
Probably do one more squeeze, so
You think so?
I'll squeeze it before you take it over.
All right. All right, so now we're going to be adding the third slab for the third wall. That's looking pretty cool. I can guarantee you we've never made anything like this in here. Yeah, good job, Pauline. You're breaking boundaries. All right. This one, yeah.
One furthest in is hottest.
Yeah, you can tell it's ready because it's stuck to the plate. Need all the cutlery for this type of work. Let me get this out of here. Good to go? Okay. All right, so they're attaching the third wall slab. Excellent. Very cool. I didn't think it was possible. But look what these guys can do. No big deal. All right. Right now?
We'll slide him on there, then we'll flash the whole thing.
Oh, what a relief it is. This is exciting. I've been blowing glass a long time, not seen a piece constructed quite like this in all my 23 years. I know things like this have been done. I've just not seen it myself, so it's fascinating to see something new. It's always exciting working with a designer or an artist who has a brand new perspective on the material. The results are always unpredictable and exciting, so. That's what I was
talking about annealing the whole shelf.
Yeah, probably, but then we can't play with the shelf anymore today.
We could slide it off on a paddle.
You know, if we just brought that over to the annealer and then paddled it onto the fracks, you know, like, or just push it with a punny or something. Wood paddle. Unless it's totally fused on there.
No, it's just sliding around.
Is it? This is so funny. I got to say, Chris Rochelle and Tom are doing a great job staying calm, keeping this thing in one piece, and welding it all together with hot hands. There we go. The fortress is complete. Yeah. Let's give them a round of applause. What do you guys think? Can you see anything from up there? All right. Oh, that's right. You got the 80-inch monitor right up there, so you can see what's going on. Everybody else who's watching on the internet needs to be applauding right now. So if you're watching the live stream and you're not clapping, I'm going to be disappointed. Make those hands clap.
Let's wherever you swish it, and let's take a look.
Right, Eric? Yeah. Do you want to like give that sort of a like a mega heat to get everything, you know what I mean?
Maybe let's torch a little bit. This side is a little bit flippy. Yeah, that's
Like the soft torch or big torch?
a fluffy torch.
Fluffy? Just from the top?
The whole thing.
So we're kind of deciding how this gets finished. Since this isn't a normal blown piece of glass, you know, we're at a bit of a loss at how hot we want to put this away into the oven and whatnot. So just kind of discussing our options for this. We're using the torch, just kind of getting everything hot, making sure all those canes are fused really well together, because the joints between each one of those rods can be delicate if it's not fused properly. reverse it, but, you know, very nice. We'll see what happens when it comes out of the oven. That's a neat object, I must say. Which means I'm going to take out my camera and take a picture. This is a new one for you too, Eric. You've seen a lot of glass blowing. What do you think? It's different, it's for sure. It's stuff with corners and right angles. You don't normally see that in the hot shop. Yeah, no starter bubble in this one. No. No, basically so far, the only things we've blown are little cups for the color, but everything is constructed from slabs. So it's almost more like working with clay or steel in a way. So Pauline's bringing some of her experience working with other materials and ideas for construction for that into the glass studio. So we're all learning. Pauline's learning about glass. We're learning about ideas from outer space, basically, from Pauline's space, where she's coming from outside of the studio.
Yeah, we could. We could try to torch in that one corner. Yeah, just hang out for a second. Okay. Just taking photos.
I think if you just get that, the external, you get whatever it looks like it's
So they're going to be fussing around with this for a little bit. Just getting everything squared up. Chris is trying to get all the lines as perfect as he can. And he's using graphite paddle, which is nice and smooth, to kind of rub this into shape. Rub and scrub. That's what we call it in the hot shop.
I think that's it. Let's just lash it down a couple times. Yeah, a couple shorties.
All right. So then this is going to go into an annealing oven. The piece is formed. Tom is going to flash this down. That means he's going to heat it up and let it cool a little bit, heat it up and cool it up. So everything is about the same temperature. And then we'll load this into an annealing oven where it'll cool down slowly for about 24 hours. That process of slow cooling is called annealing. It's necessary for all glass that's made like this. Otherwise, it would break because of the stress from rapid cooling. You want to just put it on a kiln shell. But then we can't. We don't have that nice plate. All right. Okay, Sean.
Heat up another plate right now.
Okay.
Slide it on there.
Okay. Oh, another plate. Like a crappy plate.
Well, I lashed that a couple times. I was just thinking that this is really flat. And
Yeah.
if you throw it on some cracks and you warp it a little.
Do you think it would work though? Really? It's so structurally. It's not going to do anything. Why you got to make it difficult? I'm just kidding. I'm joking, dude.
No, I mean,
I hear you.
simple, just like drop it in
Yeah.
and it's going to be fine.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, back out for a second.
We can use this one for play.
Oh yeah,
It's fine.
you want to make sure that stays straight. Yeah, that was a short flash. That was really short.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, we can just use this plate for the next project.
This one looks kind of cruddy.
Is it cruddy? Well, I mean, I can wash it more. But if it's the right size, you know what I mean?
What you want to?
Tom is just saying it's just more risk doing all this stuff to it. Could you imagine what happens if it hits the floor when we...
I mean,
You feel all right? Okay. Just with a wood paddle, slide it right on
I'm
there?
just going to use a pair of tweezers.
Okay. All right. We're going to slide it onto that one.
Slide it onto that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's good because then you know you're just setting it in there. Yeah, it's good. Let's put it on this one. This has the opening. Yeah. Softer, you know? Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Once this is hot, I'll set this on the bench rail. Tweezers, I'll slide it over. Alright, I'm feeling alright. Yeah.
All right, so the plan for loading this in the oven, we're going to put it onto another plate that we don't need to use today. This plate, I think we're going to probably use again. So we're going to slide the piece from one plate to the other. That plate's going to go in the oven. We'll just cool it down. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. You can even, oh, never mind. I was talking to Helen. Do you want to take the fracks out? No. Yeah, just leave it. It's fine. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Okay. No big deal.
Let's take one last flash on this before we move away. You want to load it or you want me to? I can drop it right in there. Okay. If you feel that same time, I think it is. I mean, okay.
It's a pretty rigid form, too, with those right angles. I don't think it's going anywhere. All right, so there's the finished piece. Into the oven that goes for the annealing process. Voila. All right.